everybody! Today I am coming at you with a makeup tutorial. Just to warn you, I'm not a professional makeup tutorialist, but I have been replacing my makeup products slowly with zero waste packaged products and environmentally friendly products. So I'm excited to get some makeup on this mug, so let's get into it. Elate is a Canadian company, so I'm in the US. There are vendors that do sell Elate makeup that are in the US that you can buy, but I wanted to directly buy it from Elate themselves. We're having some problems with COVID-19 right now, so when I ordered this, the shipping took about 2 weeks, but I was pleasantly surprised with the way that it was packaged. So once I already opened this, obviously I wanted to start using the products because I ran out of my former products, but once you open the box, you can see that the first thing is a little postcard. It's got your order number on it, and it's just kind of a little thank you note. And then on the back of the card, they talk about their mission statement and where you can contact them if you have any questions about returns. So that's kind of a nice thing to see when you first open the box. And then the other thing is this little business card with a little coupon on it for your next order. I ordered 3 products, so we'll talk about those in a minute, but I just wanted to show you kind of the shipping. Obviously all of this is paper, compostable, mailer, and recyclable. And the box is pretty small, so I like that as well. I'm going to show you these foundational products first. So the first one is the loose powder. As you can see, this packaging is just a bamboo container, very light. Inside, once you open it up, there's a little plastic insert. I wasn't too worried about the fact that there was a plastic insert because I'm going to reuse this, and the purpose of the plastic insert is because there's little holes in it, and it will allow the powder to come out little by little. And then inside, as you open it up and take out the plastic insert, you can see the loose powder inside. So I haven't taken this little sticker off the top. Most loose powder makeups come with some sort of sticker over the holes, just to stop it from spilling in packaging. So as you can see, this looks pretty similar to like a normal makeup powder that you would get in the store. I was previously using Bare Minerals for many years, so I love Bare Minerals product, but as you can see, there's like a ton of plastic. The whole thing is made of plastic. It's not easy to take apart. You can flip off the bottom of the container, but it's not something that's refillable. They do not sell refillable containers, and they don't sell packages that are sustainable with the product in them, so that even if you could refill them, if you wanted to. Elate, the whole purpose of this container is that you can easily take out this plastic insert, and then you can get a little baggie of the loose powder to refill. So the next thing I'm going to show you is the Uplift Foundation. I ordered just a sample kit of this just to see what the skin tones were and which one matched my skin tone the best. So the samples come in these little metal containers. I think they're aluminum. They're pretty light. And you get three colors with each of the sample kits. And I think there's like a very light skin, a medium, and then a darker skin tone choice. So here were the 3 skin tone colors. These 2 are pretty similar. One is maybe a little bit yellower than the other, and the other is a little bit peachier. And then the third one is obviously a lot darker than the other 2. So I'm going to show you, it looks darker than it is when you put it on your skin, and I can use that color specifically to kind of contour with as well. So I'm going to show you that next, putting the makeup on the skin. So I'm just going to apply a little bit to the inside of my wrist, just to kind of show you and talk about how the feel of the makeup is. So I'll apply each color here. I think this may be the lightest or second to lightest color. The two most medium toned are pretty similar. As you can see, when I'm kind of rubbing it into my skin, it does like glop up a little bit. And maybe that's just because I'm using my finger to apply it. You know, when I'm putting this on my face, I'm going to be using like a sponge, so it will apply a little bit differently. As I put it on, it does feel, you know, smooth. It feels silky. This darker color I haven't really opened yet. It doesn't seem like it's held up very well in process, and it's kind of like oily and gloppy. It seems like it's kind of starting to separate from itself a little bit. But just so you have an idea of, and I don't think they're meant to stay in these cases for very long. They do ship them. They ship the foundation in both a pump, which does have plastic, and then they, I believe, have them in glass jars as well. So you can see the three medium tones there. This one's maybe a little bit peachier, this one's a little bit oranger, and then that's the darkest tone of the medium color. So again, smooth, but a little clumping there. So now I'm going to show you how the makeup looks when you apply it. I'm going to do the foundation first. So I'm just taking a little brush here and getting it out of the little container with a brush. And then I'm going to put it on my makeup poof here and just kind of dab it on there. You know, I'm trying not to be too heavy-handed with it because I want it to just smear, you know, nicely. And then just kind of blotting it on my face. So you may have to dab a little bit more on there. You know, to apply to the other part of your face, again, just kind of dab it on. I like to get my chin area too, you know, not too much. But just make sure that you apply it evenly, and then you can start dragging. And again, like, I'm not a professional makeup artist, or I don't do these kinds of tutorials. I just kind of do my own makeup. I've been doing it for a long time now, and you know, I want to make sure that my makeup products are as sustainable as the other products that I'm using in the household. So get a little on my eyebrow there. It goes on very smoothly. It doesn't feel heavy at all. I tend to have oily skin, so I wanted something that was going to, you know, provide a matting effect, which I think the foundation, the loose powder will help with. So I'm going to talk about that next. So the next step is just applying the loose powder. And take the cap off here, and then I'm just going to put the, you know, the base or the top underneath and just kind of tap this just very lightly. You can see the pressed powder coming out into the cap. And then I'm going to take my brush, my normal powder brush, and just kind of swirl it around in there and tap it off, and then just brush it on. Just try to get it on there evenly. A little bit goes a long way. It doesn't have to be a ton. You're just kind of trying to even out and provide something for the liquid foundation to stick to. So now that I've got this base coat on, I'm going to put a little bit of bronzer and blush on. I didn't order that from Elate. I have some to use up still, so the most sustainable practice is just using up what you have right now, but in the future when I do need those products, I'll order them and have another tutorial for you. So I just finished up my base coat with a little bit of bronzer that I had left over from Bare Minerals before, and some blush. So I just took the bronzer at an angle right here underneath my cheekbone, you know, outlined my face here against my hairline, and down on this side, and just, you know, buff it in. And then same thing with the blush, just put a little blush here. You can watch whatever makeup tutorials you like, but that's the way that I do it, and that's what complements my face shape. So I'm excited to be making this change over to sustainable packaged makeup because for a long time I've just been using the same products. So I've been using Elate, the foundation and the powder, for about a month now. I haven't had any problems with my skin, and I normally do have sensitive skin. My skin is pretty oily and a little bit combination depending on what climate I'm in. But now in Texas in the summer, basically just all your makeup, you know, melts off when you go outside. So this tends to stay on pretty good, and it does tend to stay matte. So thank you for joining me today to discover Elate Cosmetics with me, and I'm really ready to start ordering more products from them and just see how those work out as well. Thank you.